Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel again, Fit with Shraddha. So today's topic is about the health risks associated with central adiposity. So what is central adiposity? Central adiposity in the simplest terms means belly fat or fat which is stored around your abdominal area. Now there are two types of fat. One is subcutaneous fat and visceral fat. Now subcutaneous fat is the fat which is stored under your skin. And visceral fat is the fat which is stored in and around your viscera or your abdominal area. Now, unlike subcutaneous fat, which is more or less harmless, visceral fat or this belly fat as it is also called is there are many health risks associated with it. The reason being that visceral fat is more metabolically active as compared to subcutaneous fat. Now, metabolically active means that this fat is more actively involved in many metabolic processes such as hormone production or release of fatty acids. Now, all of this can contribute to insulin resistance and metabolic syndrome. Now, the visceral fat, the problem is that it settles around all your vital organs like your pancreas, liver, kidneys, intestines, etc. Now, visceral fat affects the functioning of these organs and this can lead to many chronic diseases. Now, this does not imply that fat is bad. A little amount of body fat is necessary for the body for insulation, energy storage and many other functions. But when it exceeds above a limit, it can pose many health risks. It is the visceral fat or the abdominal belly fat which has more health risks as compared to subcutaneous fat. The most common and obvious indicator of central adiposity is the increase in your waist circumference. According to the World Health Organization, if the waist circumference in the case of men increases from above 40 inches and in the case of women above 35 inches, this is a sign of central adiposity. So let us now understand what are the health risks associated with central adiposity. Number one is risk of cardiovascular disease. Central adiposity has a strong association with cardiovascular diseases. This is because visceral fat is linked to high levels of LDL or the bad cholesterol and triglycerides and a reduction in good cholesterol or HDL. Whenever your LDL and triglycerides increase and your good cholesterol decreases, it leads to a buildup of plaque in your arteries. This puts you at an increased risk of atherosclerosis, heart diseases and stroke. Second is type 2 diabetes. Now, visceral fat can be one of the reasons to cause insulin resistance. So, this can lead to the onset of type 2 diabetes. Visceral fat produces inflammatory substances called as cytokines. Cytokines, interfere with the body's ability to use insulin effectively. So this can lead to high blood sugar levels, eventually leading to the onset of diabetes. Third is metabolic syndrome. Now, metabolic syndrome is a cluster of conditions, and when these conditions occur together in a person, this leads to many health risks. For example, you have high BP, high cholesterol, excess body fat around the waist. All this contribute to metabolic syndrome. Fourth is non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. Excess visceral fat contributes, buildup of fat inside your liver, leading to fatty liver. So if this condition is not treated in time, it can lead to more serious liver issues. The fifth is hypertension or high BP. Now, whenever there is fat accumulating around your abdominal area, it also accumulates around the kidneys. Now, kidneys have a major role to play in your BP level. So, excess fat around the abdominal area affects the kidney function and this can lead to high BP issues. Sixth is chronic inflammation. Now, visceral fat is not just a passive energy store. Like for example, your subcutaneous fat is a passive energy store. So, whenever you need excess energy, it is broken down to release energy to continue doing your daily tasks. But this is not the case of visceral fat. Visceral fat is metabolically active. So, it is all the time releasing inflammatory responses inside your body. So, this can over a period of time lead to chronic low-grade inflammation, which can affect various systems inside your body and lead to many chronic diseases. Seventh is sleep apnea. Now, people who have excess of fat around the abdominal area, they are subject to this condition called as sleep apnea. Now, in sleep apnea, your breathing is interrupted while you're sleeping. So, if you have excess of fat around your neck area, your chest area, when you sleep, this can affect your breathing pattern. So, it can lead to obstruction in your airway and thus lead to poor sleep quality. Eighth is cognitive decline. Now, many researchers have proved that central adiposity is linked to a cognitive decline or even dementia. Now the inflammatory and metabolic effect of visceral fat can lead to many changes inside your brain, hence leading to such conditions. So how do you measure central adiposity? Now there are two ways. One is using by measuring your waist circumference, and another method is the waist to hip ratio. So you have to measure your waist area just above the belly button, and as I have already mentioned earlier, see if you fall in that category. So in the case of men, if your waist circumference is 40 inches and above, and in the case of women, if it is 35 inches and above, then you pose certain health risks. So how to reduce central adiposity? Now basically this means is how do you reduce your abdominal fat? So the first and the most important thing is that you will have to lose weight. So losing weight, especially around the belly area, will automatically lower your risk of certain chronic diseases. So number one is to adopt a balanced diet. Second is to have regular physical activity. So obviously diet and exercise will help you to reduce weight. Third is managing stress. Now stress releases a hormone called as cortisol, and cortisol's function is to store fat, especially around your abdominal area. Also sleep is a very important consideration. Poor sleep is associated with weight gain. So ensure that you are having enough quality and quantity of sleep. So as you have seen now that central adiposity can really have a very profound effect on your health. So it is very important that you take steps to to reduce weight. So losing weight is one of the most important things to bring down your risks. Before it becomes a serious concern, start taking steps today to incorporate a good diet, exercise, managing your stress levels, having good quality sleep, all of these factors which will help you to tackle this situation. So this was all about central adiposity. I hope you liked today's video. If you found it useful, do not forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. So that's all for today. If you want to start your weight loss journey, drop in a mail at FitwithShraddha@gmail.com. So until the next video, take good care of yourself. Stay fit, stay motivated. Bye-bye.